My name is James Anderson. I'm the Chairman and CEO of Guanajuato Silver. I will, of course, be making an enormous number of forward-looking statements, so you can take that for what it's worth. Just to the silver market, something like 12% currently is used in the photovoltaic industry to make solar panels, and that number is going up over the next several years to, Chen? Easily 50%. So where we get that silver from, I don't quite know. If anybody out there knows, you can tell Chen and he'll tell me. I will say this too, I get to share the stage today with two other excellent companies that are in the silver business. We also have a number of other silver companies that are represented here today. However, Guanajuato Silver is the only company that can say that we are the fastest growing silver and gold producing company in Mexico. How do we do that? Chen's alluded to that. Last year, we purchased the El Cubo mine and milling operation from Endeavour Silver. Within 4 months, we had the mine operating, the processing facility processing, and within 5 months, we were selling silver and gold concentrate. This year, only 5 weeks ago, we managed to purchase all of the silver assets from Great Panther Mining, all of the Mexican silver assets from Great Panther. That included 3 additional mines, 2 additional processing facilities. You can see the growth month over month in terms of silver equivalent production of our company. I can tell you that that trend will continue. The column for August there, we can't tell you that number, but I know what it is, and it doesn't really fit on this scale. Now, the reason for that is because of the inclusion in the 2 additional mines that we purchased in August, but this is a company that continues to meet its targets and grow faster than any other silver and gold mining company in Mexico. So where do we do that? Well, we do that principally in the mining camp of Guanajuato. So I was born in Timmins, Ontario. Timmins is a fantastic mining community. Timmins has a tremendous mining history, but it only dates back about 120 years. In Guanajuato, they've been mining silver and gold for 450 years. The first time that I went there, I was impressed by the fact that there were 4 processing facilities within 26 kilometers of one another, not one of which was actually filled to capacity. What we've done now is, I don't know that we've consolidated the whole district, Chen. We'll have to, work on that in the future. But we've consolidated a large part of the district now with 4 mines. El Cubo is the operating plant. The Valenciana complex and the Valenciana mine was, in the 17th century, the most important silver mine in the world. They were producing about 40% of the entire world's silver production. And I can tell you, there is an enormous amount of material left there. We'll talk about that in a moment. San Ignacio, within 4 days of acquiring these assets, we were producing mineralized material and shipping it to El Cubo. Within just 7 days, we were drilling and blasting new fresh material at San Ignacio. So it is a company that can move very swiftly, as we've proven, and we will continue to do that into the future. That is El Cubo, and Chen was very gracious to point out that we've managed to acquire a lot of these assets at pennies on the dollar. A lot of the other mining M&A that you will see, the mining companies, for whatever reason, like to pay absolute top dollar for things. Well, that sounds good at the time. It's very impressive, and the investment bankers get to make a whole bunch of money raising the money for the mining companies. It does not help shareholders of the mining companies. We managed to purchase this asset last year, and we paid $15 million for it. The last time this asset changed hands was in 2012. Endeavour Silver paid $200 million for it. That's the inside of the Cubo plant, and it is clean, dry, and organized. Our 100% Mexican team does an outstanding job. There's only 9 of us that work in the office here in Vancouver. 3 of them are Mexicans as well. You'll see a lot of different companies that go to Mexico. They like to brag about hiring, 80% of the Mexican workers, but they always bring their Mexican managerial staff. We don't do that. the managerial component of our company is entirely Mexican engineers. This is the other plant at Valenciana that we bought. It is currently on care and maintenance. The only reason that Great Panther last year in November shut this plant down was because of a lack of tailings capacity. We do not have that problem currently at El Cubo, and therefore we can truck material to Cubo for processing. However, I will say that this plant, for a number of different reasons, we will have this back up and operating no later than the first quarter of next year. And Valenciana, I talked to my Mexican partners sometimes get upset with me because I need to talk about the whole thing as Valenciana. What it really is 4 kilometers worth of a number of different mines. Again, this mine and series of mines have been in production for 450 years. The scale at which mining can take place here, the tremendous opportunities of looking for additional mineralization at depth. Every time I go underground here, the last time was about 2 weeks ago, I am shocked and amazed that other operators over the last 30 or 40 years have not really moved this asset, this top-tier asset, into the future as they should. And this is San Ignacio. That's the one out to the west. So that's pretty good, too. Again, we started mining just within a number of days of taking that over in August. However, but wait, there's more. We're going to talk about the other mine in Topia. So not everything we own now is in Guanajuato, Mexico. This is in the state of Durango. Topia, too, has a long history. It was once a Peñoles asset. Peñoles is the largest mining company in Mexico from the 1940s until 1990. Peñoles got so big, they decided that this relatively small, high-grade silver and gold mine should be sold. They sold it to one of their executives. He said, well, if you're going to sell it, I'll buy the thing. He held it for about 15 years and then sold it to Great Panther. For a number of different reasons, Great Panther never made the investments in this mine that they should and could. We will do that, and our exclusively Mexican managerial team has already moved the thing forward in a way that's dramatic. You can see the bottom line in terms of grade, the Topia mine, very narrow veins, but it is about 1 kilo of silver equivalent per ton that's in the resource there. That's a 2021 resource to 43101 standards. And you can see the rest of our resources. I won't bore you with the details. Our share price is depressed now, like most of the things in the stock market. During let's say prior to about 4 months ago, our shares materially outperformed our comparables in the marketplace. And then about 4 months ago, as you all know, it didn't matter who you were or what you were, everything got sold down. We trade well. We traded about 1 million shares on all exchanges yesterday, about the same the day before that. You can buy it, you can sell it. So that's, as investors and speculators, that's always good to know. We've got about $100 million market cap. Every CEO likes to talk about their wonderful team. I'll spare you all that today, but I will talk about one person in particular, and that's Ramon Davila. Ramon has the best CV in Mexican mining. He had huge success with Peñoles. He sold a mine to Ross Beatty with Pan American Silver and worked with Ross for a number of years, and then became the CEO of First Majestic. When Ramon joined, was on the board of directors as well, so the chief operating officer and on the board. But when Ramon joined First Majestic had 8 employees, and they didn't have any production. When he left, they had 4,000 employees and 12 million silver equivalent ounces of production per year. He is the best manager that I've ever worked with in my business career. In 2016, he left First Majestic to take on a political role. He became the economy minister for the state of Durango, where Topia is. Certainly at Topia, it is Ramon's opinion that we can create a hub-and-spoke mining opportunity at Topia in the same way that we've done it at Guanajuato. So we want to be very focused. This is not a company that wants mines in various continents or even various countries. We want to be in central Mexico, but certainly there are enough opportunities in central Mexico that we can expand away, as we have already done, from Guanajuato itself.